The objective of this video series is for us to, inshallah ta'ala, reflect and to become better human beings in this month of Ramadan, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, nahmaduhu wa nusalli wa nusallim ala rasulihil kareem ma ba'd. It is understood in martial arts, don't ask me how I know, that you're able to overcome your opponent by understanding them, reading their body language, and other things that are entailed of keeping your opponent closer to your body so that, the person cannot inflict harm upon you, and the list goes on. Again, don't ask me how I know these things, but the thing is, when it comes to our enemy, Shaitan, Iblis, we also need to understand how he clicks, how he operates, so that we can see him coming, not from a mile away, 500 miles away. You know how sometimes we say, okay, I saw this coming a mile away. So we want to be intelligent enough, we want to be proactive enough to see how Shaitan is trying to derail us or knock us off of our balance, in ways that we reflect back and we say to ourselves, man, he really tried to get me this time or that time. One of the tactics that Shaitan uses is to get in between us and our Allah. He gets into our heads, and by doing so, he gets in between us and our Allah. And to take it one level deeper, he does so by having us give up hope in Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "At-ta'ibu min adh-dhanbi kaman la dhanba lah." Or kama qala alayhi salatu wasalam. In another hadith, "Kullu bani Adam khatta'un wa khairul khatta'in tawwabun." Or kama qala alayhi salatu wasalam. In the first hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the one who repents from sin is like that person who has no sin. A person that repents, a person that continuously repents and seeks forgiveness is like that person who has no sin. Subhanallah. Second hadith I was able to quote before you was, okay, so every human being, so Rasulullah is setting the stage, every single human being makes mistakes. In other words, we're all sinful. We all sin, right? Run away from that person that claims he doesn't sin or she doesn't sin, because it doesn't exist. We all make mistakes. We find in some books, it is mentioned, Summiyal insanu binisyanihi or linisyanihi. Insan was named insan because of nisyan, because of forgetfulness. So even if we try to stay on the ball, the fact that we're forgetful, we slip up and we make that mistake again, right? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that every human being sins. Now, the next part of the hadith is, the best ones amongst those that are sinners, that make mistakes, are those that are tawwabun, that are constantly seeking Allah's forgiveness. You and I have made mistakes, and it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy that He has kept us in His special mercy by concealing our shortcomings from others. He has concealed our shortcomings so that they're not apparent to others. That is Allah's mercy. So when we do make a mistake, when we do sin, don't allow Shaitan to get into your head or get to your head. And don't let Shaitan have you give up hope in Allah. No matter how far you think you are from Allah, and I use the word you think because it's simply a perception, is what you perceive. You think you are so far away from Allah And one of the reasons why I would say so is because that is shaitan making you believe you're so far away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Na'udhu billah, in some instances, shaitan will say to you, you're so far away from Allah that you don't even have a chance to seek Allah's forgiveness. That's the way he gets in between you and your Allah. And the same applies to me. I'm not absolved from this myself. The point is, always have hope in Allah. The fact that you're watching this, and as some YouTubers say, if you're still with me, towards the end of this video, the fact that you're here, you're alive, you're capable, you still have a chance. Even now in your heart, you could say, oh Allah, forgive me. And inshallah, Allah will forgive you. This is the month of Ramadan. Get up, make wudu, pray 2 rak'ahs of salah, voluntary salah or nafil salah, with the intention of seeking repentance from Allah, and make dua after those 2 rak'ahs of salah, and say, oh Allah, I am seeking your forgiveness. I will conclude with this one point. There's no mother in this world that will ever refuse her son or her daughter from her door. I don't care what you say. There's not a mother in the world that will turn her own son or daughter away from her door. It is Allah that placed that love in the heart of your mother for you. The love that Allah has for you and I is 70 times more than the love our mothers have for us. So turn to Allah with that hope. Turn to Allah with that hope that Allah will forgive me. And when you make a mistake after that, you seek forgiveness again. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those that are tawwabin, that are constantly seeking Allah's forgiveness day and night. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.